Hi, I'm Mike. Today, we take out the old before we bring in the new-ish on Our Wyoming Life. Hi there, welcome back, and thanks once again for coming out and exploring the ranch life, escaping the ordinary here in Northeast Wyoming as we get a chance to hang out with the cows just a little bit this morning. Well, this afternoon, actually. It's about 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and seems like all day I've been doing honeydew projects. I got the bunch of stuff taken care of in the high tunnel. A little dust off the screen. A bunch of stuff taken care of in the high tunnel and just kind of moseying throughout my day. Thanks to everybody who came out for the live stream this morning. We call them the Monday morning meetups, and about once a month we do those via live stream and get a chance to talk to everybody and see what's going on and talk about what's coming up on the ranch. And this morning the conversation kind of led down the road of making do. Right, I know. Exactly. All right. So anyway, this morning the conversation ended up leading down the track of making do with what you have, and that's something that we're really taking to heart this year here on the ranch because of the situation that we're in with drought and everything else. So our grass is what it is. We're going to make do with what we have, but also we have had a chance to, we've been extremely lucky with AeroQuip and had a chance to replace a lot of the corral system. So one of the projects for this week is actually to do a lot of work in the corral system itself, not what AeroQuip gave us, but actually recycling what we have left over from that and putting it to use. But before we get that far, I did want to come down and take a look at the cows and let you guys know about another thing that happened this weekend. We have another live stream that we do on our alternative channel. It's called Beyond the Ranch. And that channel, we have a live stream every Sunday night at 6 p.m. Actually, we're going to switch it to 7 p.m., but it's 7 p.m. on Sunday nights. And on that channel, we promised that we would go through and name our new bulls. So I figured I'd start today down here in the pasture with the bulls and the cows and take a look and see what they're up to, and also find our new bull, see how he's doing, because that's something we have to do every day, especially with the new bull, and making sure that he's okay. Find him and kind of christen him with his new name, which I'll let you know what it is here in just a few minutes. First, we have to find him. Excuse me, ma'am. Have you seen the new bull? Good-looking guy, kind of thick, short, stocky. You seen him around here? That's our new bull. I see him. He's right down here by the water's edge, but he seems to have found a friend. We came up with the name during our live stream last night of Doof Vader. Half of that coming from the fact that John called him Doofus when he got him off the trailer. The other half being from being Darth Vader looking like with his big helmet. So there we go. Doof Vader is his name. But that's what we like to see. Not because we're weird, but because we want to see our new bull getting some work done. Tearing through my life like a tornado, coming on hotter than a big potato. Just spin me around and see you later. Wanna hate it, but another instead. I wanna hate it, but another instead. That must have taken a lot out of him. All right, moving right along. We are gonna head back to the house and start to take a look at what we have going on and how we're gonna be recycling a bunch of the wood from the old corrals, what we're going to be doing with it, and we're actually going to start the demo process today, hopefully get most of it done and get a bunch of the old stuff tore out, and we're going to talk about what we're going to do with the old stuff, because we're recycling that as well. So a little doubling up on the recycling is going to happen here before too long. And sit back, enjoy the ride as we head back to the corrals.
You see them all over this great old land, from the northeast, west, and southern ends. They ain't shy about what they think or making a stand. What we're talking about is a country man. See them cruising their towns in pickup trucks, four-wheel driving gear, they don't take no guff. Yet there ain't a good cause that they ever pass up. There to lend a hand when someone needs to step up. Hank Jr. sang about how they all can run a trotting line, treat their mamas and daddies with respect and kind. Danny Slick gives them friction like another Hank song. Not looking for trouble, but they never ever run. They love their family, God, and country, and their women too. Show respect to those they know respect is due. Doesn't mean they ain't above their share of whiskey or shine. They work hard all day, then like to have a good time. Sunday mornings they're in church passing the collection plate. They'll be drinking beer with family Sunday afternoons. Then it's up Monday morning, got to pay your dues. See them all over this great old land, from the northeast, west, and southern ends. They ain't shy about what they think or making a stand. What we're talking about is a country man. And southern ends. They ain't shy about what they think or making a stand. What we're talking about is a country man. What we're talking about is a country man. What we're talking about is a country man.
So over here is where we're going to be doing most of our deconstruction, which is one of the more fun parts of working on the ranch. I love breaking stuff. And in all honesty, I've gotten pretty good at it with the help of quite a few cows. This fence, when we first came to the ranch, was actually intact. This is what cows can do to things over a few years. Over those years, we've patched it in weird kind of goofy ways. This is actually a panel that we just use plumber strap to hold it up here. We're going to be taking that off, and basically what we're going to be doing today is removing all of this fence along this side of this corral, and all of this fence here. And we're going to be saving all of these white boards that are kind of white, that are painted a little bit white. We're going to be saving all of those for another project that we have coming up this week, and that's more of a little bit of an artsy-fartsy project, but we're going to be saving those to use elsewhere in a project for Ranch Roundup. In order to do this, obviously we need a few tools. To get the panels off, we're going to need a drill gun, which is the easy part, but one of my favorite tools on the ranch, and over the years has become one of my best friends, is what we call BFH. I had an email sent to me by an 8-year-old who asked me what BFH stood for. His dad wouldn't tell him. So for all your 8-year-olds out there, I'm gonna lay a hard truth on you in life. BFH, big fat hammer. That's what I call it, and it's one of my best friends. We're going to be using him today, and he also has an older cousin, an older brother maybe, I'm not sure how they're related, that we may bring out. This is actually just a little 8-pound hammer that works really well for some of these lighter jobs. So we're going to come over here and we're going to start taking down these panels. Obviously these things are still good and reusable, so we're just going to take these right off the wall, or the fence, whatever you want to call it. Panels are always something that you're going to have around the ranch, and the availability of panels differs based on how good your fences are doing. So when you have good fence, new fence, fresh fence, you're going to have way too many panels that you're not going to know what to do with. But hold on to them, because you're going to need them eventually. They always come in handy. Another thing you're going to want to worry about is screws and nails as we continue to tear this whole thing down. There is a such thing called hardware poisoning, where cows will not only step on, get this lodged in their hoof, which would be bad, but they can also eat it, and shiny things. And cows will eat those, they get stuck in their stomach and cause all kinds of damage. So we try to avoid that as much as possible. What we're gonna do is actually get all this stuff torn out, and then we're gonna come back through afterwards and clean up this entire area. But along the way, we're gonna try to make sure we let as least amount of steel, metal, whatever else it might be, hit the ground and just save ourselves a lot of trouble. So let's get the rest of these panels picked up, and then we'll start ripping out all of these boards. Another reason that I'm looking at getting this stuff all fixed up now is that I want these panels. And why I want them is because of the calves that are living in our yard. You see, the calves, Goliath and Peanut, they're doing all kinds of damage. They're getting big enough that they're constantly into everything. So over the last couple weeks, they have broken an air conditioner. They've chewed on wires. They've ripped the screen out of our screen door. They've, what else have they done? They took the hood off of Grace's little Power Wheel car and pretty much destroyed that. So what the plan is to be able to, and this is a surprise, don't tell Erin, because I know she's not going to watch this video anyway, but we're going to take a bunch of these panels at some point this week. We're going to take all these panels, we're going to set up some sort of corral, makeshift corral for the calves. And we're also going to have to come up with some sort of shelter for them, something that they can get in and out of the shade. So we're going to make some kind of manger type thing or something not a manger, like a lean-to or some sort of 3-sided shed or something like that they can hang out in. So that's coming up this week as well. We're going to get the calves moved out of our yard and into a more suitable area for them, which we should be able to find something. All right, back to it.
Week of the month, right up into orbit. My chicks, they all inbound. My landlord thinks a problem, a rent being overdue. What possible solution? I haven't got a clue. But at the end of the day,
holy crap. Okay. So that's what I got to do. Just beat the crap out of it until it just falls in submission.
I've loaned on my possessions, all that I can claim. I ain't got a single penny to my name. My neighbor says he's bothered by what just to feel good at the end of the day. At the end of the day, you gotta feel good at the end of the day. It's all that matters, oh I pray, just to feel good at the end of the day.
And so, my friends, I'm not going to bore you with the cleanup process as we come in and get all this picked up and piled up and ready to be used in what will become a vital part of Ranch Roundup. More on that will actually be coming soon. This week, I'm going to show you what we're going to do with all this, but really, I need to say that tearing down some of this old fence that's been here for 50, maybe even 100 years, I don't know when this fence was built, but it is a little sad. Somebody put a lot of work into this, and I know how much work goes into it because I've built a lot of these fences around us, and I know how much time and effort it takes to build some of this and how quickly it can be erased. Remember, I built the corrals just a few years ago and came in and completely destroyed them to make room for the AeroQuip system. But the nice thing is that we do get to recycle here on the ranch, and we get to take some of what somebody else's hard work was and actually reuse it. And that's one of the reasons that we're doing this, is to get some of this great old wood to be able to use for the stage at Ranch Roundup. I think it's going to be a really cool project, and it's coming up as we move farther along and into our vlogs. And thank you very much for hanging out with me today. It's a good day. I like breaking stuff. I do like tearing stuff down, but at the same time, it's kind of a sad day because, like I said, somebody put a lot of work into that, and we came in and just a couple hours took care of all of it. Just like the new bull. There's new life on the ranch all the time, whether it's a bull or even just a fence. But we still don't forget what kept us in a job for all the years leading up till now. And part of that was this fence. This fence has been here through every single time we brought a cow in. Now it's going to be a new fence made out of an old fence. Thanks, guys, for hanging out with me. We'll see you next time tomorrow right here on Our Wyoming Life as we continue our daily vlogs and show you what it's like to explore the ranch life and escape the ordinary 5 days a week. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you next time right here on Our Wyoming Life.